B final, under 13s, two-wheel drive.
Okay, so your B final is underway, led around by Ben Simpson and Charlie Saunders. And there's Tangle there, so keep it tidy, guys. Okay, so it is Ben followed by Charlie. Followed by Joe and Hayden, still jumping up into the 4 spot. So the gap between Charlie and Ben last time round was 0.8 of a second. This time by it is slightly shorter at 0.7. So that is your race on for first and second for your winner of your B final 2017. Okay, so Charlie followed by Ben. So they are swapping each other around at the moment and they are going through back markers. As young Ben's just made a roll in that bomb hole. So it is Charlie followed by Ben, followed by Joe, followed by Brandon. And then Archie Bowman jumping up into the 5th spot. Paul Hickley, and you are in the 6th spot. Hayden Steele, you've dropped down to the 7th spot. And Daniel Paul, Matthew Simpson and Oliver Pert round out the top 10. So the gap last time by between Charlie and Ben was 3.9. And it has closed this time to 2.5. So Ben, you're doing everything right. Moving in the right direction, and you are catching up on Charlie. So it looks ever so close to this time as well. So it looks like it's going to be about a 1 second gap. And the gap is 0.8. So Ben, you are looking a lot racier this time, and you are looking all over Charlie. So just need to make a nice clean pass past Charlie, and Charlie's going to make that car look as wide as possible. And we are going to be on car 9. That's one way of getting out of the way. And it's going to be then Archie. And young Ben has taken advantage of that one whilst going through back markers. But Charlie's got pulled in the inside. And Ben is looking left and right. So it's Charlie, followed by Ben.
Okay, looks like car 8 leaders are there. Car 10, 6 leaders are there.
Okay, so your leaders have now got a nice clear track. Thanks to the help of John Cockle on the rostrum, one way or another. So it is Ben and Charlie, followed by Joe. And last time by, it was Ben and Charlie split by 0.4 on the track. Ben looks to have gapped him slightly this time, to about a second, I reckon. And it is just over a second, the gap between Charlie and Ben. However, Charlie's looking a lot more racy this time and is getting back on the gearbox of young Ben Simpson.
Okay, 9, the leaders.
And car 9, that is one of the race leaders, that red car. Okay, Paul, that red car just approaching it is one of the race leaders. Thank you, Paul. So your race is back on for Ben and Charlie. And you're closing 50 seconds to win the B final under 13s. It's alright, actually, no one saw it. Okay, so the gap between Ben Simpson and Charlie is 1.2 and you're closing 30. So you are going to get through for one more lap. Car 10, you've got fast race leaders approaching. And there we go, so there we go. You've got races on between Ben and Charlie and they are going down the straight. So the gap is split by 0.6. But Charlie has been racing through this very quickly through this infield and has made a slight mistake, but gets back on its wheels and you're closing 4.
Be quiet.
Oh no, and there's been chaos and I'll leave that one to the rest to decide what to do.
Okay, cars 9 and 5. 2, 2.
B final under 13s 4-wheel drive.
And they all come thundering into the first corner. Oh, a bit of a coming together there between cars 5 and 4. Looks like 4 has lost out on this one. So Abe Lyons leads us off from Ben, Brandon and Archie. And they're pushed round by Oliver and Alfie. So it looks like our leader has made a small mistake.
Marshall!
And this is going to promote buggy number 3 to the lead, which is Brandon Young, as he comes filing past me. I think that's a new Serpent 4-wheel drive, if my eyes don't deceive me. He's also rocking the split wheels with white and yellow. We know that's the quickest way, really. So he is leading round Ben Simpson and Abe. And as I say, that Abe stuffs it up the inside and takes second, but then promptly gets it all wrong at the end of the straight. And this is going to promote Hayden up into second place. But he's got Abe all over the back of him, trying to look for a way through. Abe's giving it a little bit of wheel clattering. I know that the referee will be on that one like a hot one. So, and Abe suddenly gets it wrong, and that promotes Ben back up into third. So Abe just needs to regroup himself, calm himself down and start to push on again. There's still plenty of time with 3.5 minutes to go. All the while at the front, Alfie is now getting lapped by first, second, third and fourth. So don't be a factor with that, Alfie. Thank you, buddy. And the lead 3 are on the straight. And whilst I've been watching Alfie, that has all now changed. And that is going to put Hayden Steele up into the lead from the rolling Brandon Young and Ben Simpson in third. Brandon manages to get away with the champion's roll and holds on to second, but all the while that has allowed Hayden just to edge away. I'd say that gap's about 2 seconds as Hayden comes out onto the main straight. So your lead car at the moment is orange and white with checkers. Car 8, you have the leader approaching you. And car 10 as well. So guys, that is the lead car with you. Please do not be a factor. Great job, guys, and that's second, third and fourth with you. So young Alfie here doing pirouettes in front of me. So, and all the while now, this is Hayden. His lead last time by was 1.7. It's now 1.9. So he is edging away. And a mistake from Brandon there is going to make that gap even bigger. As Abe and Ben Simpson taking a very interesting line there to get out of that. So Abe is promoted up into the 2 spot. I believe that is Brandon up into third again. But this has given Hayden about a 3.5 second lead now. And that is only going to stretch out. Alfie, that is second place with you. Please let him go. Thank you. And third and fourth. Great job, Alfie. Keep it going, young man. So we'll pick up our leader, as I say, is the orange, white and checkered Schumacher K2 going into the centre switchback. And approaching to come up and over the big hump, leading up into the second tabletop. He is starting to approach some more back markers, so drivers on the straight, be aware, you have your leader starting to approach. And as he comes over the little kicker, up round past me on race control and continues on to lap number 9. His lead last time by was 5.8, and with everybody else squabbling, it's now increased to 6.3. So green and white car, that is your race leader with you. So that's going to cost Hayden, but I think he has a big enough lead. He still has over the length of the straight. So car number 7, you have the leader approaching when he gets to you.
Car 7, the leader is coming.
Great job, young man. Thank you very much. And car 10 and Alfie, you will be next for the leader. So Alfie, be careful. Thank you, young man. And you've got second and third coming, Alfie. And fourth. That is second, third, Alfie. Let them go. Thank you, buddy. So we'll pick up our leader as he comes around past race control one more time. His lead last time by was 3.3. And I believe it stayed static at that. So Abe is pushing nice and hard to try and close him down. Abe now is clear of the back markers, but he is the length of the straight and the sweeper behind the leader. As I say to all your drivers, the lead car is orange with checkers on the rear section. And our leader is into his final lap. I think with that comfy lead, all he's got to do is follow these guys round to get home. And he should be nice and comfy. So, ladies and gentlemen, can I have a big round of applause for Hayden here, car number 5, as he takes the win. Well done, buddy. And here's second place with Abe.
1 finished. 7 finished.